I am in need of your assistance, Tazrak.
As always, I am at your disposal, Captain.
Yarab Zale. Are you aware of him?
He has a high security clearance, and he oversees top-secret projects for the Federation.
And beyond that?
Sir.
You gave me the official record of Zale, but you know more than that.
Unofficially, there are many rumors that he participates in rogue projects.
Better.
Speculation is often inaccurate, Captain, but I sense you are building to a specific point.
Yarab Zale was once a close friend, but over the years we've grown apart. Gordon has made it clear that he is more involved than we were ever informed.
Regarding what?
The obtaining and control of Frost technology. In addition, his actions at Tanagra Base led to Natalie's death.
Those are serious accusations.
Here is the required proof. Study this data cube, and we'll continue this discussion.
Very well.
Thanks for the time, Captain.
Of course, Miles. Have you thought about what we discussed?
I have. I have questions.
No doubt. Ask away.
You told me that Yarab Zale was the one who placed me in a pocket reality. What the hell was the point of it all? Zoe? Starbase? The attempt on my life?
I discussed it with Gordon, and we concluded that Zale wanted you out of the timeline. Maybe a distraction, or a riddle for me to solve, or
something more sinister, like my actual death?
Yeah. Look, Zale always thinks ahead several moves. He's probably aware of my prognosis. And he knows if anybody could cure me, it would be you. That put a target on your back. And for that, I'm sorry.
So now what? Am I going to find myself gone at any moment?
I don't think so. I don't know how Yarab would know that you're back with us. And even if he did, he would know that his attempt on your life failed.
I have to confess, I don't know how Zale did this to me in the first place.
Like Mox, he seems to have access to Frost technology. What we need to do is focus on his motivations. Then we stand a chance at beating him at his own game.
Agreed.
Yarab Zale is a very dangerous entity. We should report this to Starfleet Command immediately.
Normally, that would be the way to go.
But you fear that his connections with the High Command have already been compromised.
Unfortunately, I feel that we only have one way to bring the situation into the light.
Continue, Captain.
Zale couldn't know about Gordon and his intel. I'm counting on his confidence that his secret is safe.
If this information you shared with me is the truth, and I believe it is, then we must act quickly. Zale will make his move based on his amassed technology.
Exactly. I plan on contacting him. A friend. Reaching out to a friend. I'll come up with something. And if possible, arrange to meet him with vital information that he must hear.
I will look up something that will pique his interest, Captain.
Appreciate that.
But Captain, even if we're successful, how can we be sure we will beat him at his own game?
Nothing is certain. But he must be stopped. And he must pay for what he has already done.
Agreed. I will formulate a strategy for us.
I'm glad you're on our side, Tizrock.
Captain Allen. Holt. It's been too long.
Yarab Zale. Yes, it has.
You look tired, my friend. I hope all is well.
As well as can be expected. You know me, solving the mysteries of the universe.
Yes. I would expect no less of you.
Is this a social call? Or do you need the services of the ANTYLLUS?
Actually, I wanted to inform you personally. I have some bad news.
What has happened?
Northon is dead.
Dead. When did it happen?
2 days ago.
We've heard nothing about this.
No, it was kept under wraps. Highest security. Ordered by me.
By you? Why?
I will tell you in confidence, but it's for your ears only.
Yarab, I don't understand. Why all the mystery?
Northon was one of your closest friends. He was found murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
We don't know. Hence the extra security.
You considered him a friend too?
Yes, it's very upsetting.
I hope you know that I had nothing to do with it. I've been out here in the perimeter.
We know.
Do you have any suspects then?
I can't say right now, but yes.
Let me know when you can.
I also called because I wanted an update on Mox. Do you have any idea where he is? Or how we might deal with him in his present state?
Yarab, your timing is remarkable. I can reasonably say that we know where he is, and that my team is formulating a strategy to deal with him.
Excellent. I wanted to hear about this plan, but not over the comm system. I am ordering you and the ANTYLLUS to rendezvous with me for further discussion. You are to take no action until we've had our meeting. Is that understood?
It is. Where shall we meet?
Based on your location, let's meet at Peril 2. At the abandoned base there. Give me 2 days.
Very well, Yarab. It'll be good to see you in person.
Indeed it will be. Remember, this should be considered classified. Inform no one outside your crew about our plans. I'm looking forward to this. Holt. Zale out.
So am I. I need an honest opinion, Tizrock.
With the exception of myself, is it your belief that everyone here will lie to you?
You know what I mean.
All too often, it seems. What can I do for you, Captain?
If I order us ahead into that sector, there's a good chance we're not coming back.
Actually, given our past assignments, that is always the case.
Point taken. But is it prudent to proceed when we know so little?
If we adhere to our mission statement, then it is irrelevant how much we know at this time. The best we can do is prepare for all conceivable dangers to the ship and the crew.
You're right, of course.
Indeed.
Excellent. You know, if it was up to me, I would go on alone.
That would be illogical. The situation is better served by combining all our resources, Captain.
To that end, coordinate with all departments, especially Books and Sharp. If for any reason you feel something needs mentioning, let me know immediately.
That is my job, is it not so?
Thank you, Tizrock. I was curious to see who would be replacing Admiral Mox. I've heard good things about you, Commander.
Captain, I don't know you, but there are some over here that speak very highly of the ANTYLLUS and its captain. And there are others that you should consider enemies. They might be pleased if you were to fail, although I have no idea why.
Anyone in particular you had in mind?
It is not for me to say, but his word carries a lot of weight. And he has connections in high places, especially in the Experimental Defenses Division. I'm sure there's a hell of a lot I don't know about this, but I'm aware of the serious nature of this situation.
I'm very grateful, Commander. All I can say on the matter is I am aware, and I will proceed cautiously regarding this individual.
Good luck, Captain.
Thank you, Commander. I owe you a favor. And if you ever need one in return, let me know. Tizrock, we have some important matters to discuss. I'll be on the bridge shortly. Standard orbit.
Standard orbit? Aye, sir.
Zale, I'm coming for you.
All phaser banks manned and ready, Captain.
Let's get some information before we act.
Captain, we picked up an object.
My old friend, Zale. I'm sure of it. Let's stay focused, everyone.
Shields at maximum.
According to my scanners, Captain, Zale is on the planet's surface at the agreed coordinates.
Okay. Game time.
Plan formulated.
As of now, Tizrock, implement the plan.
Yes, Captain.
Tizrock, I'm being down safely. Stand by.
At last.
Yaram, so much has happened since we last gathered.
Indeed it has.
We've been friends a long time.
A long time.
Isn't it time we speak the truth?
Truth. It's interesting coming from you, Holt, considering how much you've already lied to me.
No more than you. I know all about your efforts to destroy me. You've let ambition replace your humanity. Why, Arab? And the attempt on the ANTYLLUS. My crew is innocent.
It's astonishing how ignorant you sound. I can see why Mox hated you so.
Because I defend the ideals of the Federation?
Everything I've done was for the Federation!
How can you justify what you've done?
You and your ship were impediments to my mission, and nothing was more important. You simply cannot understand my actions in all of this.
Yeah. You're more than understand. I've pieced together what you've done. At some point, you and Mox came across Frost technology. You both saw the potential of its power. Perhaps you agreed to share it. You realized that in the wrong hands, the Federation, all of Starfleet, would fall under its might eventually. The race was on to gather up whatever technology Frost left around the galaxy. Eventually you lost that race to Mox. Instead of sharing it, he used it and became some sort of powerful energy being. The very thing you craved.
That fool ruined everything, and you helped him!
You mean following the orders he gave? We had no choice in the matter.
There is always a choice. Frost has told me so himself. In fact, he dared me to succeed. He claimed that a certain captain would be the key reason I failed in my quest. Unlike Mox, I liked you, Holt. But you had to be removed from the equation, although I think Frost gave you too much credit. But despite that, here we are.
You couldn't kill me outright. Instead, alternate plans were employed. I know it cost Natalie her life because you inserted the alternate version of Northon into this universe. That was how you used Frost technology?
It worked, didn't it? Northon, completely on his own, came up with that idea of poisoning you. And the distraction worked. You were so occupied with Natalie's fate and what Northon did to you. I felt confident that, in time, my plans would succeed.
Congratulations. I'm dying. It doesn't matter. I'm still here. Reality is reality. Not the way we think it should be. Mox won the race, and you slid a little deeper into madness. And I can only imagine how you felt when we closed in on your trail.
I was aware. You just refused to die.
Not for lack of trying on your part. We know it was you that set up a Frost weapon at Ember 3 to finish us off.
The survival of your ship is a mystery that escapes me. I almost admire how you dodged death so many times. Impressive. When I saw your report on Mox, I knew my time was short.
Why involve me at all? You could have done everything behind your shadow organization without anyone being the wiser for it. Involving me was a complication, and it makes no sense.
Blame Frost. My encounter with him was accidental. He almost killed me. But somehow he knew of our friendship. He claimed it was a galvanic coincidence. Frost spared me, saying that you were the key to the whole thing. And that as long as you lived, he would win.
Did you go into the multiverse realm?
Frost provided a glimpse. I think it amused him.
Going into that realm is a death sentence for sanity. I barely survived it myself.
Of course you did. And far more dangerous than I gave you credit for.
Listen to me. Maybe everything you've done was because of that realm. No mind can remain intact once fully exposed to it. We were never designed to experience it. Your ambition was magnified tenfold. Maybe I can help bring you back from this madness. Will you let me try?
Go back to what? For my actions? What will happen when the authorities find out I killed Northard? That I attacked a Federation ship? No. I have too much to do. Marx is out there. So is Frost. And you are still in my way.
Yarrow. Now that I know what happened to you, I'm willing to help. I'll speak on your behalf.
Where's that famous Druidanian temper? Don't I deserve your special attention? After all I've done?
If you want Frost and Mox, let us do it. Together.
I'd rather face the vengeful Alan. This weakness you are displaying, it is unworthy to the both of us. Already dead, as it were.
What did you just do?
I've activated a scrum in the field. You can't escape by beaming up. And no one from your ship can beam down to this area. This entire area, we are quite alone now.
And long-range sensors won't work either, I suppose.
Exactly. Otherwise you, and the evidence would be provided by me, that you suffered an accident.
The Arab I knew would never do this.
Ignorance will not stay my hand. I am sorry, Holt, but my plans are way too important to have an old friend stand in the way of them.
I need to know. Why Northon? What did you do to him?
A piece of Frost tech needed testing. I was already planning to remove all obstacles from my long-range plan, so I figured our mutual best friend could be the perfect tool. The truth is, I was hoping to make him simply vanish, then force you to investigate it, where I could create an opportunity to do the same thing to you. But when I used the device on him, he vanished and was immediately replaced by the mirror universe version of himself. I manipulated him where your paths would cross and his hatred of you would take care of itself. It was perfect.
All this effort, the damage and lives lost. You've fallen far, my friend.
And yet, I still know mercy. You won't feel a thing. I'm sending you into the multiverse. Perhaps a pocket reality with no escape. Exiled from this universe forever. Consider it a courtesy because of our friendship.
Is that what you did to Dr. Miles?
Clever man, to the end. Your doctor was working on a cure. I couldn't take the chance that he would save you, so I sent him away. Maybe you'll join him when I send you away.
Yeah. Why not come to me and explain you had advanced technology? Together we could have worked this out.
Together, with your rigid sense of ethics. One way or another, you were an impediment to my plans, despite our friendship. I like you, Holt. is the reason why I'm explaining it all. I owe you that much.
Is there no way to make you see reason?
It's not about reason, but self-preservation.
But at what cost? Natalie? Northon? My ship? Crew? Me?
Small sacrifices. Hold, in the grand scheme of things, don't you see that ultimately I can gain the power to protect us all? The Federation, the universe!
You sound exactly like Mox. Platitudes about ambitions that are hiding underneath the cloak of righteousness.
History will decide that, Holt.
Yarab, I owe you the truth as well. You might not realize it, but there is a terrible price for using Frost technology in this manner.
If you are stalling for time, it won't save you.
I know it won't, but this information could affect all your plans.
You have 1 minute. Say what you have to.
I've discovered that whoever uses Frost tech, it opens up pathways to the multiverses.
And what is that to me? All my plans.
The pathways are linked to the user, and multiverse versions of yourself will arrive. And you'll find that not every version of yourself will let you do whatever you want.
Ridiculous! A pathetic lie! No other version of myself has ever appeared. Nice try, Holt.
You use the technology, Arab, once too many. Your other selves will act now and stop you.
I don't believe you. Goodbye, Holt.
Before you pull that trigger, Yarab, see for yourself.
What am I confronting? How can there be such a pathetic version of me in any universe? Let alone this one. What others? What are you talking about? I am the Arab Zale from Universe 14680. I was sent ahead of the others to put an end to this nonsense. Your actions have disgraced everyone. In all the multiverses, we have all agreed that in the interest of galactic peace, you must be stopped. This is a trick. It's all lies. At last count, over 100,000 Yarab Zales have gathered.
Don't be a fool.
Where I come from is far more advanced than your universe. Your toy is no threat to me. But if you pull that trigger, your life will forfeit. The other Yarab Zales will see to it will be a prolonged death. Believe me, I simply don't. Impossible! I almost feel bad for you. You have made your choice, and now we'll play out the consequences as a result. Prepare yourself. I'm opening up a portal, and the many and better versions of yourself shall appear and make an example out of you. Your death shall stand as a warning to all, and it will be a terrible ending for you. But in your agony and passing, many lives will be saved as a result.
Is there nothing that can be done? Must he die?
From where I come from, he's already dead. The others are on their way, and it is our judgment that you will be torn from this reality, forever forgotten, as if you never were. Prepare for death, Yarab Zale. How dare you! Oh! There is no escape, no beaming away. Trapped like the animal that you are.
All of this pain and hurt you've caused. Do you not see the futility of your actions?
If there's any one thing you should already know about me, no regrets, no apologies. I alone determine my fate, and no one else. And so it is done.
I'm rapidly running out of friends.
We both know it was for the best.
The problem with getting justice is rarely do I feel good about it. More like an obligation. You did good, Gordon. It was a very good plan. Hubris. I knew that would be the key. Before you feel too bad for him, remember what he had in mind for you. Agreed. But this is no time for celebration. Mox is still out there, and Frost. How the hell do we defeat him? It was a near thing to Zrock. We were lucky.
Captain, luck is not a factor. We were fortuitous, which was the result of good planning and execution. Zale has been stopped.
As you say.
Predicting human nature continues to be elusive, but I will never understand the desire for greed and power, or pursuing courses of action that lead to suffering and death of so many.
Maybe the answer is obvious. Voids and defects cannot stand on their own, and will be filled in by the individual, and the consequences will be felt by everyone, one way or another.
I didn't realize that psychology was one of your strengths, Captain.
I know, right? What can't I do?